Hey everyone, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. Very pleased to be showing you this coloring book today. This is going to be a flip through of Kerby Rosanes' new coloring book that came out on March the 28th. This is called Alien Worlds, Color Cosmic Kingdoms. And for those of you new to the channel, hey Shugs, welcome. I started this channel back in 2016 with adult coloring, and I was really into coloring books and colored pencils and all of that. And then I started having a lot of arthritis in my hand, and it was hard for me to color, so I took a break from coloring. But I keep going back to, I miss holding the colored pencils and seeing all the different colors on the pages. And Kerby Rosanes is my absolute favorite coloring book artist, and I collect all of his books. I have so many of his coloring books. So even though I'm not actively coloring right now, I saw this book coming out and I was like, I have to add this to my collection. Hopefully I will color in it one day. I know a lot of you want to see me color again. And I want to try and see how it goes. So just be patient with me. But for those of my coloring friends that have followed me from the beginning, thank you so much for being here. I know this actual video is not going to pertain to a lot of my diamond painting followers, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. But for my coloring friends, I wanted to show you this book. Very excited about it. Yeah, so let's get into it. So this is Alien Worlds. You can get this on Amazon. I'll have the link down below. I think it was around $13. So go ahead and get it. If you are a fan of Kerby like I am, please go get it. Kerby is also on Instagram. You can see all of his current projects that he's working on. I'll have his Instagram link down below as well, so you can check that out. Okay, so Alien Worlds. So now this book, for those of you not familiar with Kerby Rosanes, he is a very detailed illustrator. Lots of, he draws with ink, and it's incredible. Just all of the detail in his artwork. Okay. So his books always have an illustrated by and this book belongs to tag here. All of them do. Okay, now all of his books in the US are published by Plume, which is a division of Penguin Random House LLC. Tells you the copyright, and then over here it tells you about the book. It's basically super detailed worlds, alien creatures in the cosmos, and in the back of the book are basically details of each illustration, and I will flip to the back to show you that. So now this is fairly new. I don't remember his other books having contents. So I think this is a new addition to the book, but this gives you the contents of all the pages. All right, so this is the first one. Now, this book has very nice, thick white paper. The only thing I don't care for with these books are that the illustration goes into the binding of the book, which makes it hard to color, in the binder. I don't care for that. And I also don't care for the fact that the images are on both sides of the paper. I wish they were only on one side of the paper, so that way you could use markers or wet media, that kind of thing. But it is what it is. One thing you can do, you can make copies of, the image on a printer, on a high, what's it called? I can't remember the name of the printer I have, but anyway, it uses a type of ink that doesn't smear when you use wet media. So you can always do that, copy the pages and use wet media on it. I do not recommend using any wet media in these books. Just because you don't want it to go through to the other side. And then it does make the pages kind of wrinkly if you use like watercolor. Some people don't mind that. I've done it in some of the other books. I usually buy 2 books of his, one for to keep and not use, and then one to use. I only bought one this time just because I'm not actively coloring right now. If I do get into coloring again, which I'm going to try, then I will probably go ahead and purchase a second book just to have the artwork from him. Okay. I know, I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is the first image. You've got that nice rocket ship. Looks like in an asteroid field. And then you've got a planet over here. Okay, so in the back, it gives you the description of each page. So this one that I'm showing you is called Lost Paradise. Protected by a ring of asteroids and situated in a distant corner of a faraway galaxy, this planet is an unspoiled wilderness, covered in dense forests, towering mountains, oceans. Yeah, so it's called Lost Paradise. So that is the first one. Okay. There's the second one. I mean, look at the detail. You have to use really, really sharp pencils when you do this. And I would recommend with detailed books like this, I personally would recommend using a harder lead pencil. Prismacolor, they're soft, so you might have some blooming on the page, which means that the pencil, it spreads out a little bit. You really don't want that on high detail drawings. Some people can do that, but I'm really heavy handed, so I like to use a harder lead pencil. That's really cool. You've got an astronaut here coming off of his ship, and it looks like he landed on this this awesome world. Look at this alien over here. Okay, so this one is called Luscious Landscape. The surface is teeming with extraordinary life forms, flora and fauna. Fungi-like beings are on the ground, small creatures. Yeah, so very cool, but like I said, very detailed. Look at all these things down here. They have eyes coming off of that. It's really cool. Really neat. I mean, I have seen some amazing colorists in the community color Kerby's work, and just the amount of imagination and detail. Wow, it's incredible. Okay. All right. Look at those. Wow. Okay. So Solar Powered Giant is the one on the left, and then Apex Predator is on the right. So aren't they cool? Wow. That looks like a elephant kind of, you know, it's got a trunk and it's got the elephant type feet. That's so cool. Amazing. Wouldn't it be cool to like have a planet that has creatures like this on it? Not that I'd want to be there, because these creatures would scare the crap out of me, but it'd be cool to know that things like this could really exist. Who knows? They might. You never know. Okay. All right. And then we've got Forest Intelligence on the left and Flower Dwellers on the right. That's crazy. Isn't that neat though? Very cool. Very cool. I'm so excited that he's still doing coloring books. There was a rumor that he wasn't going to do any more coloring books, and I'm glad that he decided to do it. Okay, so this is a double page spread. Wow. There's a rocket ship. Looks like there's some kind of dragon right there. Another like flying dragon here. This one is called The Floating World. Gases, which are so dense they support huge floating islands of rock, cover the surface of the spectacular planet. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay, here's another spread. Okay, this one is called Nesting Monsters. Gigantic winged beasts use floating islands high in the atmosphere as nesting grounds for their young. Combination of these high altitude perches and the creature's epic size, adults can be 150 meters in length. Wow. That's a pretty big monster right there. So there's you, this tiny little thing. There's your spaceship. And then this is this monster. Holy cow. With their little ones. That's insane. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that thing. No. No, ma'am. Okay. Look at that. It's like a butterfly. It's like a mix between a butterfly and a dinosaur. Very cool. Okay, so this one is Speed Demons on the left and Sky Temples on the right. Very, very cool. Wow. Sorry, I'm looking at all of the details. The fact that he does this with a fine liner pen is just insane. He does all of his artwork with fine liners. Okay. Look at that. Wow. Okay. And then the left side is Royal Protector. The right side is Alien Throne. Look at that. Look at that. That's insane. How many of you have Kerby Rosanes' books? Which ones do you have? Let me know. That's really cool. So this is a double page spread, I think. Looks like it, yeah. All right. And this one is the Water Realm. This aquatic realm, 3 times the size of Earth, is entirely covered in oceans and turbulent seas. It's really cool. All right. Okay, is that a 2-page? It is. Oceanic Leviathan. Once the spacecraft has descended through the atmosphere, it's greeted by a Leviathan from the deep. Wow. Okay. Oh, so this is almost like okay, I see. So this whole thing is water. And this is almost like a giant whale. And there's your spacecraft right there. That is very cool. Very cool. Look at that. Wow. Okay. This is left is Aquatic Patrols, and then the right is Whirlpool to the Deep. That's scary. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. That's really neat. So you've got like this alien in this giant bubble. That's just insane. All right, for all my coloring friends out there, I know a lot of you probably got this book. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, so this is also Serpent of the Seas is on the left. It's a giant sea serpent. And then to the right is Thousand Tooth Terror. Yeah, I'd say so. Look at all those teeth. Oh my goodness. Look, and it's caught something and it's going to eat it. And these are eyes, I'm assuming. Wow. Scary. Oh, look at that. That's crazy. What is that? Futuristic planet. So this advanced artificial planet is home to impressive cities, mechanical aliens, and AI-driven life forms. That's really neat. How cool would that be to live on something like this? Like something futuristic like that. Oh, look, here's another city. Look at that. This one is Scanning the Skyline. Wow. Look, you got a little astronaut sitting here on the edge looking out. Is this what we're gonna look like one day? Is this what Earth is gonna look like one day? Like way, way in the future? I won't be alive for that. Okay, so this one is planetary power cells on the left, and then AI soldier on the right. Look, that's like a giant eyeball. Wow. With all of these, you know, it looks like mechanical things, I could see using a lot of like metallic colored pencils with these. Yeah. Okay, and then this one is Four-Legged Fury on the left and Sky City on the right. See, that looks like that would be a nice pet. It always looks like a robotic dog. Very cool. All right, and then we've got the Rocky Barrens. This was a 2-page spread. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I'm trying to keep the book open. Isn't that neat? Okay, and then we've got, ooh, we've got the rock movers on the left and ferocious flowers on the right. Wait, is that right? Wait a minute. Oh no, the rock movers. That's a 2-page spread. Okay, the rock movers. That's a giant snail, it looks like, but its back is made of rocks. Look, you got this guy. It looks like he's hiding behind the cliff. Yikes. Kind of scary, right? Okay. All right, so now we've got ferocious flowers on the left and battle-scarred colossus on the right. Wow. That is crazy detailed. How many of you like really detailed, you know, coloring really detailed pages like this? Sometimes it gets frustrating for me. Okay, so going underground on the left and then underground incubator on the right. So that's like an underground city over here. And then this is an underground incubator. You got all these eggs down here. And then this giant creature. Yeah, see, I don't know if I could do all of this detailed stuff. Kirby's older books were not as detailed as his newer work. He's definitely evolved. If you go back and look at, you know, his artwork from, you know, 2015, 2016, 2017, it's definitely not as detailed as these books are. So, okay, this is the Heavenly Inferno. This planet has strayed too close to its parent star. It was once fertile and lush. It's now a raging hellfire. So this is all supposed to be like fire coming off the sides. So that would be cool with like reds and oranges and yellows and blues. Yeah. Okay. And this is Lakes of Fire. Surface of the planet is pockmarked with lava spewing geysers, perfect for the monsters that have adapted to its hellish conditions. So this is another like fiery surface here. That's supposed to be fire, I'm assuming. You got volcanoes back here. You got all these creatures. Wow. Okay. All right. So then we've got lava worm on the left and volcanic beast on the right. Yeah, look at him running. He's running from that thing. I don't think he's going to make it. I think he's going to get eaten. Wow. Oh gosh. Okay. The left is Flamebug and the right is Meteor Mythology. What does it say about mythology? This legendary alien only appears during meteor showers. It's so rare it was once believed to be a mere myth. It has flaming mane of fire, powerful claws, can slice through rock, and fire blades on its forelegs. Wow, okay. That's scary. Thanks. Okay, this is another double page spread. This is the Crystal Kingdom. Glittering cosmic geodes. Crystal planet glows like a sun. And these are always hard for me to color, the geodes, to make them look like actual rocks. I have a hard time doing that. I know I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on how to color geodes and gems and things like that. So definitely recommend watching YouTube videos if you struggle with those. Let's see. Okay, so now we are on Glittering Landscape on the left and Jeweled Creature on the right. Look, there you are, teeny tiny. Here's the creature right here. So yeah, looks like these are all geodes on his head. Actually, no, hold on. Glittering Landscape. It's a double page spread. I'm so sorry. Yep. Double page spread on this one. Okay, there we go. Now we've got Jeweled Creature and Worlds Explorer on the right. Look at all these geodes coming off his back. Now see, this one I could probably do. This one doesn't have as much detail. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then Crystal Hibernation on the left and Creeping Castles on the right. So it's like they're cocooned in a crystal. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, another double page spread. Frozen Wastes. Icy gemstones in a far off galaxy. Frosty, snow covered planet is a truly freezing world. So this would be like snow and ice. So I see a lot of blues and purples to use with this one. Yeah. I'm just, you know, running off at the mouth thinking as I look at these what colors I would use. That's one thing about coloring books is it's so frustrating trying to figure out what colors to put on the page. That takes me longer than anything else. Okay, this is Alien Oddities. This is a 2-page spread as well. You got these giant aliens, and it looks like this would also be like it looks like it would be a cold planet. Yeah, freezing temperatures, burrowing snow creatures, wing monsters. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got, on the left, we've got snow surfing colossi. And then on the right, we have ice hunters. Snow surfing colossi. Oh my gosh. And then look at this. You've got this alien creature on the back of a monster. That's really cool. That's really neat. Okay, so then we've got Cold Beauty on the left and Friendly Faces on the right. That is kind of scary right there. Oh, these are cute. Reminds me of like a sloth and a bat. They have like the long fingers. They don't look scary. Aw. I like that one. I like that one. Okay, another 2-page spread. This is called the Steampunk Spear. This megastructure is home to highly advanced civilization that plays host to numerous alien species from different planets and galaxies. That's really cool. Really neat. Okay, this is another galactic cities. This gigantic dome is full of enormous floating cities, each with different galactic origin, culture, and leadership. Some are the last outposts of their respective worlds. So it looks like a giant dome. It's really cool. All right. And then this is Alien Gladiators. Alien Gladiators, and then the Timekeeper. So this is actually 2 different images. See, that's what I mean about it going into the binding. There's so much going on in the pages. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, and then we've got whoops, lost my place here. Solar Airship is here. And then Trading Treasures on the right. This reminds me of Star Wars. Trading Treasures. So you've got this giant creature. Looks like with a futuristic tablet. It's really cool. Okay, another 2-page spread. This is the Desolate Ruin. This planet was destroyed when a giant asteroid slammed into the northern hemisphere. A million years later, the new life forms have begun to emerge, making their home among the ruins. Don't mind my computer. Just trying to get air, as usual. Okay, this is Robotic Wreckage. The planet's surface is now teeming with life. New plant species and alien animals abound. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the little astronaut right here. And it looks like you've got all of this, you know, plant life and floral things growing out of all of the old, looks like a shipwreck, like a spaceship wreck. So much detail. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then we've got the Perfect Predator on the left and Submerged Sea City on the right. Yeah, that reminds me of, what was that movie? I can't remember. But anyway, like you got a little astronaut right here, and there's your giant predator. Then you've got this underwater city. Wow, okay. Lurking in its lair on the left, and End of the Worlds on the right. Wow. Just crazy, all the detail. And then, like I said, the back has the astronaut's log, which is basically, it just gives you details about each one of the images. So that's nice. It gives you an insight into Kirby's, you know, thought process of creating each one of those pages. So yes. So yeah, and then of course you've got the illustration on the back. It has 96 double-sided pages of pure imagination and is the latest entry in Kirby's Astounding World series. He is a Philippine-based illustrator. He also has a blog. He runs a popular Sketchy Stories blog. He works mainly with ordinary black pens to magically illustrate his doodle world. Most of his works are characterized by whimsical lines, patterns, characters, and little elements that are spontaneously combined to create massive compositions depicting his everyday experiences or anything that inspires him. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. So apparently this book is a third installment in his World series. So very cool. Very cool. So there it is. Alien Worlds by Kerby Rosanes. I had to get this book. Even though I was on a no-buy, I was like, I'm going to get it. It's $13 on Amazon. I think it was $13. I'll have the link down below. But for those of you that have been with me for a long time, you know I'm a huge Kerby Rosanes fan. So definitely check out this new book. He's got a lot of books, so check it out. I'll have his Instagram link down below as well. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope all of you have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your week and weekends.